Hello, my name is Hae Won Sohn, and I'm an artist based in New York City and Baltimore. I'm delighted to be showing a few of my works as part of Tertium Quid, which is a three-person exhibition featuring works of LA-based painter Yuri Jung, Baltimore-based multidisciplinary artist Jijun Zhang, and myself. Tertium Quid, which is the title of our exhibition, by definition refers to an unidentified third thing, which conversely is identified through two distinct or opposite notions that are definite and familiar. Within each of our studio practices, us three artists look into this concept through the lens of surface, further proposing the surface as an entity on or which contrasting notions or dualities resides and manifest through materiality and reinterpreted objecthood. Each of us artists explore surface not only as a vessel to contain or locate information, but also as a vehicle navigating through the physical and conceptual space between abstract and figurative, interior and exterior, existence and absence, and so on, thereby investigating tertium quids that are everything but something. This thematic idea permeates throughout our exhibition mainly through the work that are physically presented, but also can be experienced through the space that is carved out by the intimate distancing of the works in Korean Culture Center DC's gallery space. My work has its roots in the ceramic process, specifically within the expanding language of casts, molds, and all other artifacts generated through such processes. Slipcasting, which is one method of form finding, involves a material which I see as something that holds both handmade and man-made qualities. I'm interested in how the materiality of liquefied clay and gypsum cement allows me to explore structural and corporeal forms and thereby visualities that are the same. By recreating certain visualities into another material or image, I look for new, alternative, and parallel entities that can augment the physicality of my main mediums, porcelain, clay, and plaster. Mountain of River and Flame and Untitled Triplets are part of an ongoing body of work within my studio practice. In this body of work, I cast studio artifacts, in this case broken molds, and repurpose them as a new prototype. As these and reconstructed mold parts get repositioned to the core of its own autonomous object history, these work, and at large this body of work tends to develop a system built upon failure, furthermore introducing a model parallel to the conventional meaning and context of success. This methodology and mode of working represents my approach to material and process, both in a literal and metaphorical sense. Home, Island, and Cement, completed early in this year, is one body of work presented through our show. This work is also the visual resource behind the photographic exploration I'm diving into my current studio practice. The title is a dissected translation of the word gypsum cement. Although the entitling of this work started off as an interlingual pun, I grew to appreciate how each word component was related to or opposed to the notions such as solitude, landscape, and space. Stretched is another work I'm showing through this exhibition. This is the only piece that is created with the medium different from other works in the show, as it's made of paper and tape. I see paper and tape as two mediums holding a friendly yet simultaneously destructive dynamic, which is similar to that of clay and plaster. Stretched, therefore, is a metaphoric yet a straightforward translation of one material relationship to another.
My name is Yuri Jung, working in Los Angeles. Identity is a concept that requires the others. So is my painting. The surface you see is not a pure abstract expression of color. They're a direct reference and intricate depiction of the glazed exterior of Cheongja, Celadon, which is type of transparent blue-green ceramic glaze that is highly valued in Asia. I wanted to bring Korean Celadon masters' craftsmanship into my work by appropriating the process of making traditional Celadon into painterly medium. So I begin with clay color as base layer to emulate the property of raw clay. Then I add layers of blue-green colors similar to Celadon and send them back down to get a smooth surface like ceramic, but without its reflective quality. Lately, I've been making paint out of Celadon clay to further explore materiality between ceramic and painting. The work titled Goryeo Dynasty I wasn't interested in making exact replication of Celadon. Instead, I wanted to highlight the beauty of glaze cracks on the surface of Celadon. Crackled glaze can be considered defect. However, in Celadon, crackle is a desired effect. And sometimes cracks are even highlighted with black inks. Clouds and Crane Inlay is a recent work that imitates Sangam technique. Again, I build up the surface and carve out the patterns of clouds and cranes that symbolize prosperity and long lives. Then I fill up the carved part with different colors and sand them down until smooth surface is achieved. This labor-intensive process accentuates the performative nature and reference ceramic process. Even though I'm borrowing the process of ceramic, it is important that my work stays in the realm of painting, because I'm interested in the tension or transformation that happens when ancient artifact like Korean national treasure 169 is translated into a painting. This translation creates a subtle shift between image and object.
My name is Jaejoon Zhang. I'm an artist. I use many different objects to make my art. To me, everyday objects with connotations and narratives are very inspiring. I am interested in the fact that the different kind of experience people have in life and therefore attribute to objects. And I transform the objects through manipulations and arrangements such as juxtapositions, reordering, merging, and substitution. Actually, some of my works are influenced by many scientific or mathematical topics and studies. For example, the Pinocchio work titled My Nose Will Grow Now shows the paradox which is called as Pinocchio paradox, aka liar paradox, arise when Pinocchio says, "My nose will grow now." If Pinocchio were to say, "I'm a boy," this could be either true or false. But the Pinocchio sentence, "My nose will grow now," can be neither true nor false. And the work Schrödinger Cat 2 is influenced by the very famous thought experiment involving a cat by Austrian physicist Erwin Schrödinger. I think my works in this show say about the ambiguity or duplicity of something. So I just want people to continually find some kind of meaning or to interpret the work or to make poetic conceptual connection all the time when they see our show. That's it.